Mm, okay, guys, welcome back. I'm your Chinese teacher, Bai Xiong, White Bear. That's me. So, today, before our lessons, I would like to check a little bit about Chinese culture and the difference between the Western one. Um, get myself comfortable. Maybe one more. Ah, okay, truly comfortable now. There's a support from the pillow. And if you don't know about Chinese culture, you will think they're quite different from the Western one. Well, that's true, but that's not true either. Let's start from the differences. You know, a lot of scholars they argue the Westerners they believe we are born evil. We are born evil because we used to be perfect. But our ancestors, Adam and Eve, they kinda seduced by the serpent, so they eat the apple. They degenerate, they fallen. So since then, there's a in building sin, sinisters, and religion. According to the religion, these things are the seven religious sins: gluttony, greed, sloth, jealousy, pride, lust, and anger. So they think because I guess that's just human nature. We're trying to make sense who we are today. Well, we also think we used to be perfect, but now it's not. We are not perfect. We jealous. We envy people when they have better stuff, better living condition, life quality than us. We feel angry when something happen that unpleasant happen to us. We are lazy. We hope we can just eat and sleep and play and fuck. That's it. So there's some human nature that reflect this kind of sinisters. I guess it's a way, one perspective to see it that way. How about okay? That's Western perspective. And let's talk about Chinese perspective. On the contrary, we believe we all born good, not evil. We born good. We have a tendency to be perfect. So it's kind of the opposite. But if you think about that, that means Chinese people also agree we are not perfect. We just have a tendency, if we try our best, we can become a saint. That's why, if according to the Confucianism and all other Chinese belief systems, mainly Confucianism, because it's their point, their doctrine to the believers or followers. 仁义礼智信 Chinese people they use this as a five value, the critical five critical values: kindness, justice, courtesy, vision, and trust. So if you want to become a better man or a perfect man or a big man or the man you're supposed to be, you have to really work hard on these 5 values. So let's go back a little bit to compare the Westerners think about human nature and the Chinese think about human nature. Westerners believe we used to be perfect, but we kind of seduced by the evil, by the serpent, and we have fallen. Since then, we are not perfect either. We have all the bad things, evil within us, sins within us. That's why we are bad. Chinese people and our Chinese people believe we was born good. We have, if we try harder, we can reach our perfection, our wholeness, So, but if you drop the line on the current, that means it doesn't matter we are about the past or the future. The currently we are not that different. We are all imperfect, flaws, not flawless. So in this tense, actually we reach some common sense, right? That means we all agree. It's up to us. It's up to us now. We're not perfect. We have things, but if we try harder, that's why I think Westerners, they believe we are evil. So like, I kind of want to spin it a little bit. When it comes to government, that's why you think the power will corrupt the souls. The power must encaged. But otherwise, the corruption will ruin the country. Okay, that's the Western thinking. But in Chinese way, we think Chinese, every official, every they are scholar type, like scholar official level class. There's a term for that. Scholar official class, 士大夫阶层. Every Chinese official, they truly dedicate their time, effort to study how to govern the country, how to pursue personal holiness, the profession. So they try to be a saint. Yeah, it's difficult. That means you have a lot of moral responsibilities. You cannot do whatever your heart design, because sometimes your heart design is not right. Just like according to the West, it come with things. But a true, mature Chinese man, he knows when to stop, when to continue. So that's different. So sometimes it's difficult. Yeah, I know it's very. You're so angry about some unjust things happen to you, but you still need to maintain your courtesy, your decency. Yes, your decency. So you cannot act inappropriate. Well, kind of agree with you. A lot of laters, people think about Confucianism. They think it's too much. Why I have to act under so many rules? Why I can't just be myself? Well, that's another way to say it. It's a backlash. But through history, Confucianism is still very popular in China. It was founded like 2,500 years ago. There's a guy, we call it Confucius. That's why nowadays you see overseas Chinese teaching organization is called 孔子学院, Confucianism. How can I? 孔子学院, the college of Confucius. Yeah, it's a very it's a big figure, in Confucius. We think he's a saint. Follow his He has tons of followers through histories in China. Even nowadays, people say if you're a young man, you have to learn Confucianism. Why? Because it helps you to pursue professions, pursue your career, dedication for what you did for the country, for the society, for others. So it's a very engaging philosophy to this world. Unlike this other tendency, talking about religion, belief system of philosophy, we have other like Taoism and also imported Buddhism. They are more disconnected to the society. Well, it's a defense mechanism, psychologically defense mechanism. If you realize you try your best all through your life, but you still cannot reach your goal, or you still somehow being considered as a failure, then you need to justify it. How? Taoism will tell you how. Buddhism will tell you how. Maybe you try your best. Like for example, from the Buddhism point, you try your best. It's just a way to change your status. This life, it might be bad, but next life you have better head start, since you really try your best to be a kind person, good person, contribute to the society. Next life you will have a head start. Maybe you will become a higher level on the society, or you'll even become some goddess god. It depends, That's called Buddhism. The circle of life. But if you act bad, you want to be not vicious and mean to other people, or doing all kind of bad things, your social status will go low. Nowadays, this life you are a person, a human. Maybe next life you will be animals, cow, pig, or fish, or just some animals and mercy at other people's hand. It's a karma, the circle of life. You have to pay your sins. So that's how Buddhism, the Buddhists justify the good and bad. But why they doing this? It's just a way to tell you to be a good person. It's a reward, whether it's materials or spiritual or psychological. Okay, the Taoism. How Taoism think about that? Taoism is very interesting, philosophic systems. It tell you it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just simply tell you it doesn't matter whether you are you are Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, or you just some homeless person. It doesn't matter. Your life is so meaningless from the internal time or from the ultimate space. You are just a dot, a very tiny little bit dot. Maybe this dot is so tiny, people cannot even see you. For example, Tim Cook, so what? He's one of the richest person, or Bill Gates, other Jeff Bezos, but from the space, we cannot see them. You see my point? If you drop it, see things from very far distance, or from everything is meaningless. That's in the Taoism. So it kind of justifies. You're just enjoying the life. Whether it treats you bad or good, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go back to the difference, the comparison between Western and Chinese. So slowly, because most of the people who actually working in the office, they believe this. They want to contribute. They want to make a difference. They want to make the world a better, make this planet a better. Make a better planet. You know, they trying to contribute others, society, community. You know. So their intention is great. Of course, as you, yeah, we cannot see that we are flawed. We have a bad things in us. So, but still, this people still believe it. You know, if you try harder, you can. That's why only people who actually care about other people, they will work in the government, ideally. But of course, you will say practically they just want money. They think it's corrupt. It's easy way to make some money. Yes. I'm not disagree with you on these phenomena, because we are, just like I said before earlier, we are humans. We are not perfect. We have things, but Chinese people still believe if we will try harder, if we like keep all the things, like fighting, constantly fight with the things, we can still be a stand, make a world difference. So, in the end, the government, we don't see the government as a servant like the Westerner thing. We think government is it's like monarch, like a father, a monarch in a clan, or a father in a family. So, well, it's why we're thinking this way. Why we're giving the government so much power. Well, it's because the historical reasons. I don't want to open it up. Otherwise, this topic, it won't be about the Chinese culture. It will become Chinese history, right? So, as long as the government provide some make the community, make the citizens, other than like common civilians, they feel there's have a decent life we have, and then it's fine. Actually, Chinese people is quite easy to satisfy. During the history, you can tell, unless we are dying, we're starving to death. There's no difference between starve to death or against like riot, protest to death. But if there's a choice, we will remain kind, easygoing, you know. Next Chinese, well, very peaceful guy, I guess. Just peaceful. We're not really seeking for the trouble. That's not in our DNA. Of course, you can say because the government is so powerful, so you don't stand a chance. No, that's not right. You have to understand, government is formed by Chinese peoples. The majority is still the civilians. If the government really did something really bad and really piss out the civilians, we do have a saying, you know. We do have a stand. Just normally, as long as the government they do their job, we don't do we are not trying to against them, to overthrow them. No. Why want to do that? Do you want to against your father, kill your father? Or right? We don't see the government as a servant. You can just change it if you don't like it. We see our government as someone we look up to, someone can protect us. You know. And I agree with you. They are not perfect. A lot of corruptions because once again, they are human too. They have flaws, but you have to understand every government position. In order to gain a position, you really need to study hard how to govern a region, how to negotiate with people, how to have at least one thing is for sure. Have a good heart, kindness, willing to sacrifice yourself to serve others. That's the main character. That if you want to work in a government, you need to do that. I'm not talking about Western governments. Well, Western governments also have you have your advantage, but you also have a lot of disadvantage compared to Chinese government. I don't want to talk about this because it's relevant to our topic. So, yeah, you see that I told you we have different perspective, some disagreement, but also have some agreement. The common also come to some agreement. We all know we are not perfect, but you Westerners just believe we have tendency to be bad. But Chinese people, we believe we have tendency to be good. Just different tendency, Okay, that's a little bit about Chinese culture, Chinese government, Chinese people's value, and Chinese people's philosophy. Now, let's come back to our lessons. And today we will continue focus on pinyin. I won't say it's not syllable anymore or the consonant vowel. I will replace it with Chinese term, Mandarin term, pinyin, which represent pronunciation. Okay, pronunciation. Yunmu represent consonant. Yunmu represent vowel. Okay, today we first of all, just like yesterday, we need to go through all these pinyin, Yunmu and Yunmu first. Then I will concentrate on the vowel, on the Yunmu. Also will list some combinations of all these one Yunmu and the combination with other Yunmus. So you will understand, in order to master this Yunmu and the combination, how many syllables, the combination, injie, you need to memorize. So in the future, if you master all kind of combinations, then you can pronounce the Chinese sound, Mandarin sound properly. Okay. Yeah. Before that, let's go through the alphabet with Chinese way to say it. In English, we say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, right? Okay, listen to me carefully. In Chinese, in Mandarin, we say it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, Aster, U, V, U, V, W, C. Okay, fuck, I don't know how to say it. Fuck, I don't know how to say it. Oh my god, gee. I don't know. Weird. I think it's Webasiazer. It doesn't matter. I will come to you later. Okay, it's just Chinese way to say it. I just want to mess with you a little bit. Okay. Okay, now we come to Yunmu. At least I know how to pronounce this. No, it's kind of useless. You just want to show off, but I failed. Fuck. 波坡摸佛的特呢呢个可和鸡七西知吃诗日滋呲丝 So that's the man 声母 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So now have about 21 声母。how about 韵母？From the basic one, a, o, e, u, ü, and their combination, ya, wa, wo, ye, yue, and others. I, a, ao, o, and combinations. One, y, wei, yao, y, wei, yao, and you, and an, yan, wang, yuan, yin, wen, yun, on, yang, on, on combinations. Yang, wang, yin, wen, yong. So let's do a counting. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, it's about 35 Yunmu, the combination, basic one, and the combinations, more complicated one. 35. So we have a 21 Shengmu and 35 Yunmu. So this kind of combinations. So you had to memorize this combination. So in order to speak the Mandarin properly. But like I said earlier, some of them don't use, or some of them don't have a representative character on the combinations. So we don't use the combinations. Maybe it's the Chinese ancestors or who created the Mandarin thing is the sounds weird. It's not appropriate. Doesn't show the beauty of Mandarin. Okay, once again, today we will focus on the Yunmu. Listen to me carefully one more time. Let's start from the basic one, okay? The basic one. A, O, E, U, Ü. Very simple, just like English, the very basic vowel. One more time. A, O, E, U, Ü. Right? No big deal. Easy case. A, O, E, U, Ü. Okay. Now let's spin it a little bit. Make a little bit difference. That's a level 2. Okay. Number 2. Ah, 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 ah. Add the tone, 4 tones on it. Ah, 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 ah. See? Ah, 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 ah. Okay. O, 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 o. O, 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 o. E, You see what I'm doing? It's the tone mark. Tone, 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 tone. Tone mark. The first tone level, and lift the second one, the second tone mark, lift. Then the third, down up like a check mark, down up. Then the third, down, the fourth down. Ah, 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 ah. O, 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 o. And the others. E, 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 e. E, 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 e. U, 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 u. U, 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 u. Ü, 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 ü. Ü, 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 ü. Great. So it's very easy, right? Ah, 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 ah. O, 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 o. I, 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 i. U, 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 u. Ü, 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 ü. R, O, E, U, U. I'm sure you got it right. So this 6 basic 声韵母, they also have some combinations. Like ya, ya, e, r, ya, ya, e with r combining together. Ya, ya. So ya, 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 ya. It's a combination, a little bit more complicated than e and ya. It's a combination of then become ya, 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 ya. Okay, the other one. U, a, wa. U, a, wa. Wa, 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 wa. Wa, 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 wa. Wa, wa, wa. Wa, wa. Wa, 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 wa. Okay, the third one would be u, o, wo. U, o, wo. U, o, wo. Wo, 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 wo. Wo, 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 wo. U, o, wo. The fourth one. Ye, 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 ye. Then the last one, the fifth one. Okay, the fourth one. Okay, 5. The fifth one. 约约约约约约约约. Once again, like I said earlier, like we don't have a e o yo or u a where this kind of sound because it's weird to Chinese, you know. We only have a certain combination word like r o e u u ya wa wo ye yue. So 10 of it. Okay, no, 11 of it. R O E U U ya wa wo ye yue. So others like I I I I I R E I A E E A R O O U O. So this three is also a combination, a little bit more complicated combination. Once again, I A O O I A O O I A O O I A O O O O. Huh. Also, there's others like we see on nose. It's being, we call it the nose, the nasal sound. Nasal sound. An, in, on, in. The nis with in, so it's the sound is like an 前鼻后鼻 on an on n in doesn't have it. Only have the back 后鼻 one more time. An, in, in. It's the sound is more up from, then a little bit backward. In, in. Use like king. I'm king to you. I'm not king. I'm the king. Exactly the way it is. I'm king to this person. I'm the king of the country. I'm the king. Using the throat sound. Then same. Yung, the throat sound. An, in, in. See, that's the nasal sound. Now you can get it. They also have a combinations like more complicated. Let's go back a little bit. I A O O I A O O. It's already a combination, right? But they have add one more, like three Yunmu combinations, 3 letter combinations, like U I Y Y Y Y U A way U A way way Yao 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 E O O U E O U U. So the three Yunmu combinations is another level. So if you look at the if you want to categorize the Chinese Yunmu, this I think it's called third or four category. One is the basic one, R O E U U, right? Then the other one is the nasal or the throat sound, an, en, yin, yin, and the basic ones combinations like ya, wa, wo, ye, yue, I, a, ao, o, and that's their combinations more complicated like y, wei, yao, you, and the nasal and the throat sound combinations like yin, wan, yuan, wen, yun, yang, wang, yin, wen, yong. So that basically it's the 35 Yunmu. So you can get idea how to pronounce the Chinese vowel, Mandarin vowel or Yunmu. Because in order to for the future learning, these elements you need to memorize. You need to know it by heart. One more time, I will read it. A, O, I, U, Ü, Ya, Wa. Okay, A, O, I, U, Ü, I, A, Ao, O, Ya, Wa, Wo, Ye, Yue, Wai, Wei, Yao, Yu, Yen. Oh, let's okay. Yu, An, En, Yin, Yen, Wang, Yuan, Wen, Yun, En, Ong, An, En, Yin, Wen, Yang, Wang, Wen, Yong. That's the the order from simple to more and more complicated. So I guess Chinese vowel is not that simple either, right? But in a way, English vowel is more easy. I think so in a way. But that's it. So it doesn't matter. We don't have like multiple syllables. We only have one syllable. usually is the one Yunmu combined with another Yunmu, and with the head, the tone. That's it. It's a very complete syllable in Mandarin. So through today's learning, you will know how to pronounce the basic Yunmu and their more complicated combinations. Right? Okay. Nice to meet you guys. See you next time. Bye bye.